Hello, hello, hello again. I am back. I'm going to do another batch of things in my scavenger hunt journal. I still have not put scavenger hunt on the front. I have not decided exactly what I'm going to do with the front yet. I did put scavenger hunt 2021 inside, along with all of my prompts are here, right here in the front. And as I've created the pages with the prompts, I have written the page down. Now, as you can see, I'm doing pretty well at getting my prompts accomplished. I haven't finished by any means, but I am doing pretty well at getting them accomplished. So we're going to slip on back here where I did leave last time. I left a few pages in between. I had plans for them. More importantly, I had cut my orange paper to the size of this page, knowing that I wanted to do that in my live stream. So I am going to go back and work on page 19 for right now and see where we stand with that. And I have some things I want to put on it. And what I have done to think about doing the pages is I've kind of collected things that in my mind kind of go together. I have some things that make me sort of think of the things that are on the scavenger hunt list. First off, both of these things were found. I found this actually in our driveway, and I found this in the parking lot. They're both circles, so it made me think about the page of circles. I have a button, which actually came off of my sweatshirt, and it's circular. I have a almost circular piece of painty paper that I have stitched around, and I did that ahead of time simply because I wanted to use it, but I didn't want to have to fuss with trying to stitch around it while you guys were watching. And then I have another favorite art supply. So what I want to do is I am going to work on this page right here, page 19, and I am going to create a page of circles that also has my button and my found objects and another favorite art supply. And we're going to use some ink. Let me see where my inks are. This is one box. I don't know that those are. There's other one. Yeah, I think that's going to be what I want. I'm going to use the ink rather than paint simply because it will dry faster. And I'm going to show you how I like to use my favorite non-art supply. I often use this on my jelly plate. And for those of you who do not know what it is the innards out of a Scotch tape dispenser. In packaging up my beads, when I'm packaging beads, I use quite a few rolls of tape over time. So I would say that's enough circles. The other reason I wanted to use this page for my page of circles is because of the notes being circles on it. I think we will also ink the edges of this page just because you know how that goes. When I have a plan, I sort of have a plan. It doesn't mean that I know exactly what I'm going to do. You also don't know if it's going to work when you start out. I really hadn't planned exactly what I was going to do with this string. I just knew I wanted to attach these pieces with the string. We hope they're going to work. Okay, let's see now. That, we're going to have to put some plastic right here. Okay, that's page 19. And we did, where's my ink pen? Okay. We did thread or stitches, or stitching. And we did both because I had stitching and then I used thread. And that was, oh, that's 27. Let's see here. Thread or stitching, so that's on page 19. We did circles. That's on page 19. Something found is 72. That's on page 19. Another favorite non-art supply, which is my tape thing. That's on page 17. So we got another 3 off of our list. Yay, 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 yay. Okay, and I think, yes, I do. I have time to work on another page. So I am going to, maybe I'm not going to do that. Maybe I'm going to fold that and put it in that way. Okay, for the time being. Let's take that off of there. Now then, let's see, what can we do? What have I got to, okay, this spread, this is going to be a 2-page spread. 20 and 21 are going to be a 2-page spread. And I was practicing. I'm going to show you why I had to practice because, you know, origami is not, you know, the thing I do all the time. But we're going to use my Clean Up My Mess thing, and we are going to make some origami butterflies. Now I made some tiny ones, and we're not going to do that today because believe me, they're not fun to make. I made bigger ones to start with, and that's what I'm going to show you how to make, and then I will put my page together. And yes, I have instructions. I've had this little book for ages and ages. I'm just thinking about whether or not I should put that down first, and I think not. I think I'll just set my book aside and make the butterfly first and then do this. one of the things about origami is that paper does make a difference. This is harder to do with thicker paper. This paper came out of a little paper pad from like the dollar store. So, you know, it's a little heavier even than the origami paper. Origami paper does, oh, that's the other thing. It works for patterned paper. That's another thing, because I'm going to use some, this was patterned paper. Now let me see if I can show you how to do this one. I'm going to leave the instruction page open, so if you have to, you could pause the video to get the to get all of the how-tos. The first thing I need to do is to put this into 4 quadrants so that I can work with it. And to do that, I'm going to close it and open it up. And the next thing is to make it folded corner to corner. All of these lines are just helpful. But the big important thing is going to be this point right here in the middle. And I doubt you can see them, but I'll show you all of the little lines that are forming. Okay, so now I have the 4 quadrants like this, and then I have 4 quadrants like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn this over, and we're going to fold this tip into the center. And we're going to fold this tip into the center. Of course, the more accurately you make your folds, the better off you are. And that one's not exactly right. It's a little bit off. Okay, now we're going to open it all back up. And we're going to take this corner and we're going to fold it in to the halfway mark. And we're going to hope I did this right, seeing as how I did it several times. And then we're going to fold this one into the halfway mark. Okay. Now we get to turn the page. Now we're going to take this edge and fold it down to the halfway mark. All of these folds are easier to do because the paper's already got some memory in it. And we folded the bottom up. Okay. Now, you see there's this inside right there. What we're going to do is bring it up. Okay, didn't work. There we go. We're going to open it like it's, okay, let me do it again. We're going to pull it open like this, and then we're going to pull this whole thing open so we end up with these little flaps that stick out. Like so. And we're going to do the same thing on the top part. Opening it all up so the little flaps stick out. And then we're going to take this part and fold back. Can you see that? Okay. Okay. So now we kind of have a upside down little boat Okay. I always have trouble with this one. This folds down like so. And this folds down like so. Okay. Then we're going to lift up this top corner. See, there's still a flat part there. This is just the first one. And we're going to fold from that corner down into here somewhere. And that's kind of a, it's up to you kind of thing. But on this side, we want to do the same thing. So what I usually do is kind of put my finger right there and I make that fold down to that point. So that they're both about the same. Okay. All right. Now we're going to turn this over. And we're going to fold it kind of just like this. Okay. And then basically we're making its body. We have made the top wings and the bottom wings and we're making its body. And this was hard. It doesn't really want to fold right there. You just fold it a little bit. And then I turned it over and folded it back the other way because you really need this to want to stay in together. And it's and then you kind of pinch it like that and open up your butterfly. And what it does is it creates this little bit of raised part right there. And it gives your butterfly more like wings. Okay. All right, so that is how you make the butterflies. Like I said, I left this book out because this is a really cute book. It's from Daisy O, produced for Japan, made in Japan, Origami Book Series 3. There's the ISBN number. If you're interested in the book, I've had this book for, probably, 20 years. And I get into it and use it for different things every once in a while. So I cannot tell you where to buy it because I've had it way too long to know. Okay, let's make our page. Or pages. We're making page 20 and 21. And we best put that... What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. Okay. And like I said, I'm going to use my napkin, clean up my mess napkin. And I'm going to put it on my pages. Let's see here. I think I'll put... Okay. All right. This has already been separated into a single layer. It's napkin, basically. Okay. And I'm just going to use glue stick to get it stuck on there. It's probably not going to be the best, but it'll work. But I am going to only stick one page at a time because I don't want to fight with all that napkin. And my book's getting a little bumpy. Just, it's thick, it's got stuffs in it. Oh, that worked very nicely. But I think I want a little more color. So I'm thinking I might rearrange these. Now, if you're wondering what mess I cleaned up with this, I was swatching my Inktense ink blocks and wiping off my brush every time. So honestly, that's also sort of a page of swatches, which I might go ahead and label as a page of swatches. I'm going to use my scissors, however, to cut this off of here. Okay. I'm liking that. Looking pretty good. Okay. We just have to put our butterflies on. And Alrighty, let's put that in there. And find our... Okay, let's see what we got now. We have our clean up our mess paper, which is number 82. I had to write them down. It was too hard to find them. Clean up our mess page. Oh, what? Okay, let's... what page numbers are those? 20 and 21. So I used it on both pages. 20 and 21. Piece of origamis on page 20 and 21. Patterned paper. That's on page 20 and 21. Napkin. I used a napkin on page 20 and 21. What I'm doing is if I've used it more than once, I am writing it down, just so that I remember some of the things I used. If I only use it once, that's fine, but I am writing it down. Butterfly is number 41, and I used butterflies before, but page 20 and 21. So, I just like to go ahead and write them down. Now I need to put my little stickers on there for the date, or for the page. Okay, that's 25. This is page 20. 21. I think we can put that like that and like that. I hope you guys are having fun with this. I have just absolutely had a grand time playing with this scavenger hunt. I'm getting close. I have a lot of the prompts done, and that makes me happy. I have what should I call it? I have swap pieces coming in, so I'm excited about that. We're getting towards the end of what I have to do as far as the list. I have plenty of room left in my book. I actually took pages out of my book because it was really fat, and it's getting fatter all the time with all of the three-dimensional things I'm putting in it. So it makes me very pleased. I like chunky books, so that's always a good thing. But let's see about bringing you in a little bit.